All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Jenny Buckley. I teach 7th grade language arts here.
My name is Eli Michelson. I also teach 7th grade language arts here.
We'd like to welcome the parents and the stakeholders who got up early this morning to come and see these presentations. We're awfully proud of the work that these students have been doing. And I have to tell you, students, that a colleague just stopped me in the hall and said, you need to tell your students that I think it is so neat to see them walking around the halls, all spicked up and dressed up, and you can tell that they're proud of the work they've done, which is our hope. Our hope is that you're proud of the work you've done over the last month, and that you really feel good about the presentations that we did.
Yeah, what we asked about a month ago was for students to look at a problem in their community that is the result of apathy. And so they looked at problems at school, problems in dining, and all the problems that they're going to talk about here today are real world problems. I think that these presentations are also giving them some real world skills.
Absolutely. A few reminders or new things for you. We moved the computer down here yesterday. The idea being that as you click through, you can see the slide that you're on so that you don't have to turn around and look at the screen. That was a suggestion from a couple of adults who have done presentations in the working world and said, you usually have your computer in front of you. So we thought we'd give it a try. We'll see how you like it. We'll get your feedback on that next week. Also, just a few reminders about light and microphone. Stay in the light. We moved this table high in front of the stage so that you step towards it and keep in the light. Don't be like Mr. Michelson back there. Also be aware of where you and your partner are both standing so you're not blocking one another. And of course, keep the microphone near your mouth and talk clearly so we can understand what you're saying.
I know students have been through a couple rounds of presentations by now, either in their undergrad class or other classes that have come to visit. So please continue to be good audience members and just give your best attention to the people who are learning today. We are excited.
So I see a couple of devices out, a couple of phones out, and Chromebooks. Can we make sure that we close everything down, put it under our chair, even our note cards, so we are not distracted, and we want to make sure our eyes are on the person speaking, not splitting our cards. Even though I know you're trying to do last minute preparation, it's important that we give respect to the people who are presenting. This is our order for the day. We do have a slightly shorter class period because the assembly at the end of the day. I don't think we'll have a problem getting through. We've got Anthony, TQ, and Max going first, followed by Hamdi, Shamzo, and Ariana. Then Henry, Will, and Nick, and Alex, and TJ. That's our first slot. And we'll go from there. Good luck.
I'm Thomas Quallo.
I'm Max Morton.
And I'm Anthony Henry. Our topic is pressuring in sports. Our problem is that parents and coaches are pressuring athletes to the point of wanting to quit. This happens a lot in a lot of places, including at home, sports facilities, and a lot of other places.
We asked 80 classmates to ask 3 questions. These are the results we got. Our first question we asked was if they had felt like quitting because of the coach or a parent. 44 people said they had. That's over 50%.
Our second question was, we asked the 44 students that said they had wanted to quit. How many of them ended up quitting? 21 said they had. That's under 50%.
Our third question was what sport the 44 people felt the most pressure in. Hockey was 14, baseball was 10, football was 7, soccer was 6, golf was 4, and volleyball was 3. We analyzed our data and we forgot to ask who was pressuring them, a parent, a coach, who exactly was pressuring them. We also didn't ask if it was still going on and if they were trying to figure out what to do.
For our campaign, we made a logo that would go on shirts, pins, water bottles, etc. We also created Twitter, an account on Twitter providing helpful tweets.
For our solution, we would make an online website where you could say who's pressuring you and what's going on. A person associated with the site will respond to you with tips. Our hypothesis is that by 2016, the amount of kids feeling pressure will go down from 55% to 15%. That's 12 kids out of 8, which is a huge lead. If our campaign succeeds, kids will not only have a higher self-esteem, they will end up being more confident with who they are, knowing that other people are going to. Why care? Because this is building the next generation up. Thank you.
Thanks, gentlemen. Do you 3 play sports?
Yeah, we all do.
And I thought it was interesting that you asked which sports have the most pressure. Do you feel pressure from when you play sports, and who do you feel pressure from?
I personally don't feel pressure either.
Well, sometimes like our coaches pressure us, like they want us to do more than like we can give, and they want to see like our potential, but we can't.
It's a fine line between coaching and encouraging and kind of that negative pressure side, it sounds like.
How does this pressure affect other parts of people's lives?
Well, like parents sometimes, like in the car, maybe from the way home, like, notice things that they didn't do, and they'll kind of badger them about that, and the kids will like, not want to hear it because it's like,
Okay. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Looks like we've got Hamdi, Shanzo, and Ariana. Can you wait until, head on up there, but wait till Mr. Carr's class gets seated. Go, you can go up, girls, and open the presentation.
Lettering and elementary. Presentation makers and speakers of the Abraham are not impulsive and exceptionalist.
What is the main problem? Kids are littering in elementary and leaving food around tables.
On this graph, we asked some kids what they thought about littering in lunchroom, and here are the questions that we asked. Do you think it is okay for people to leave their trash on the table? Do you think it's okay for people to leave trash on the trash can and in the trash can? Where would you leave your home? Would you clean up your plates when you're at home?
What was our goal? Our goal is to stop students from littering their food so they don't make directors and supervisors' jobs harder. We also hope students that don't leave any more trays left around the hallways and also the trash cans.
What is to change and why should they care? We believe that the students should change because when they're leaving their food, they're not thinking about the janitors and to clean. They're not thinking about themselves, which shows no responsibility.
What are multi-page ideas? We take surveys and we also hung up posters asking if you would like to clean our lunchroom. Because kids in Japan, they have to clean up their own lunchrooms and they have to clean up after themselves instead of having janitors clean up for them.
In conclusion, we can make kids clean up their own mess and then have supervisors dismiss by tables that are clean, not just by the way they sound or act like. We can all try to be more responsible for our own food.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Carlos. Maybe you said this, but how is a cleaner lunchroom going to improve our community?
Could you repeat that, please?
How is a cleaner lunchroom going to improve this community at Southview? How is it going to make life better day to day here at Southview?
They would make it much better because, well, when we grow up, we won't have it to pick up our own trash. And if we start doing it now, it'll become a habit and we won't have to allow people to pick up our own responsibility.
Thank you. Can you go over the two facets of your campaign again? I think you said something about Japan, but I didn't quite understand. Did you just say that in Japan they clean up after themselves?
Yes, because we had went to go interview the principal, and she was talking to us about how her son had gone to Japan, and there they have to clean up after themselves after lunch. They have to wash the tables and sweep the floor.
Okay, interesting. So tell me a little bit more about how your posters are going to help make a change. What was the question? Tell me more about your posters. How are they going to catch a person's eye so that they look at the posters, they might think more about what they do, which I'm thinking of. Wow. Okay, thanks, girls. Have a seat. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation on movie theater trash. I'm Nick Wars.
I'm Will Waylock.
I'm Henry Goldman. Here's a how to introduce our topic. People are leaving too much trash on the floor and on the seats after movie showings. People buy food before the movie, then people eat their food during the movie, then leave their trash on the ground. Then you get a trash movie theater from the people that left their trash there, which equals bad employees who have to pick up the trash. And there's also a dirty movie theater for the next people that come in to watch the movie. We made an online survey, and our first question was, have you ever left trash after a movie? 17 said yes, and 3 said no. Did you Our second question was, did you feel guilty about it? 13 said no, 3 said yes, and 4 said didn't think about it.
On our second survey data, we asked, do you notice more trash in kids' movies or adult movies? 13 people said there's always trash in movies. 0 people didn't notice. 2 people said they saw more adult movies, and 5 people said they saw more kids' movies. Do you see more people throw away the trash at the movie or leave it there? 14 people said I see more people leave it there. 6 people said they see more people like it there.
Two more questions we asked were, do you think this is an issue? 6 people said no, and 14 people said yes. Another question we asked was, do you notice lots of trash when you leave the movie? 0 people said no, 3 people said depends on the movie, 3 people said didn't want.
We interviewed the manager at AMC Theater at Southdale, and the manager told us that there's often more trash at kids' movies. At more mature movies, the manager said there's almost no trash left at the movie theater. The manager said that employees don't mind picking up the trash, but they do when there aren't as many people helping them pick it up. She also told us to fix this, they have to enforce stricter rules about movie trash.
The advantage of picking up trash is that, the advantage of throwing away your trash is that you'll have like gratitude from the workers, you'll feel good the rest of the day, and maybe you need to be nice people with that kind of.
For our first part of the multifaceted campaign, every time that someone hashtag no movie trash and throws away their trash, we will randomly pick someone that did the hashtag and threw away their trash. That person will get 2 free tickets to a movie of their choice.
Part 2 multifaceted campaign is that we put labels on the trash when we put it away, and we like to take a picture of it and tweet it out, and then we'll see like if you will put it in the raffle, and then we get free movie tickets.
And our third part of the campaign is after the movie is done and when the credits start going, the credits team splits into the corner and it shows a person taking their trash and throwing it away. To remind everyone to throw away their trash. Most people will watch the person throwing away their trash rather than the credits, because who wants to watch credits?
Our hypothesis is the amount of movie trash will start to reduce over time through our campaign ideas. This will make a better environment for the people in the movie theater. Why this is important. It is important to pick up your trash when you leave the movie theater because you do not want to make other people in the movie theater pick it up. It is very rude to leave your trash for someone else to clean up. Have some decency and clean it up yourself. Leaving your trash plus other people throwing it away equals bad and not the right thing to do. Picking up your trash plus you throwing it away equals good and the right thing to do.
In conclusion, it's a lot easier for you if you just pick up the trash, and it's better for the environment. Thank you.
Were you going to add something? Go ahead. Our solution to reducing the amount of movie trash is to put a mini trash can under the seat in front of you. You can drop your trash on the floor and it will slide into the trash can in front of you. We think this is a good idea because people can just drop their trash on the ground, and it makes it a lot more convenient for people who don't usually throw away their trash.
Thank you. I think, number one, I thought it was interesting that you looked at what type of movie gets more trash. I don't think I've heard that before. I thought that was interesting. I'm also curious, when you interviewed the manager at AMC, if there was less trash, are there any ripple effects that, obviously it makes it easier for the employees, any ripple effects that would actually reach the consumer if we were picking up our trash consistently? I don't know if you understand what I'm asking. So think about, if there's less trash, how does that impact the employees? How does that impact ticket price maybe?
The next movie viewers that come in notice more trash, and maybe we give them a easier pattern of use or something.
Thank you very much, guys.
Hi, my name is TJ, and this is Alice Bielik. Our project is on littering at the Southdale Mall, specifically in the Southdale parking lots.
We surveyed 50 people, and 90% of the people said that they had seen people throwing trash right outside their car. The other 10% said that they haven't seen people throwing away trash right outside.
Our second question was, we asked people what was the most common type of litter they had seen people throwing outside, they had seen around in the Southdale parking lots. Most 45.5% of the people said fast food trash. 27.3% said cigarette butts were the most common, and 27.3% said plastic products were the most common trash they had seen around in the Southdale parking lots.
The last question we asked was, have you ever littered on purpose? 60% said yes, they have littered on purpose, and 40% said they haven't littered on purpose.
Of the people that said they have littered on purpose, their answers were laziness, it was an accident, there were no trash cans available, the age they were, and how they were feeling at the time. The two most common answers were laziness and there's no trash can available.
Our hypothesis is that if people commit to keeping the parking lots clean at Southdale, they will not. It not only makes Edina more clean, but more pleasant, a more pleasant place to be. Less animals will die on various amounts of trash left behind from the people who don't care. Our prediction is that coupons and trash cans will make people want to strive to get many coupons, so they will throw away their own trash.
One of our campaign ideas is giving out coupons for if you throw away a certain many ounces of trash. You put it on the scale under the thing right there. Where the cursor is pointing, If it says a certain amount, then you get a coupon, you can spend that at any place in the mall.
And our campaign idea continued is that if you throw away your trash in this garbage bin, you can get like a coupon, and you can get like deals off of the wall.
Another one of our campaign ideas is putting signs in green font that say throw away your trash in trash cans. And thanks for coming, and let's make a difference.
Thanks, guys. I'm wondering if you had a chance to talk to anybody at some available communities to run maybe ideas by them. I like these trash can ideas going.
Yeah, in the wintertime when the snow is melting, as when the snowplow plows snow, they often accumulate some trash until that sits there the whole winter. It starts getting rotten and moldy and stuff.
Okay.
Cool, I love the idea of the coupons for throwing out trash. How many of those do you think you would need in the parking lot? Did you kind of consider where you would put those? How would you place those so that people would use them?
Like probably like in like a special like department or something, like next to a trash can. It's like maybe there's like a sensor on the trash can, and so it only unlocks if like you throw away a certain amount of trash, and then you get the coupon.
Cool, and where would you place those in the parking lot?
We would place them at the front door, like a few of the front doors in the mall, like the main entrances.
So as people are walking from their cars to the entrance, they would come across one. Awesome, thanks you guys. So we are right on schedule, so we're going to keep going because we have a short class period today. So next up is Hayden, Alex, and James, followed by Emma, Leah, and Donna, and then Jody, Frank, and Will, am I reading that right? And then Shay, Kate, and Sarah, and Maria, Ansel, and Rachel will end us up.
Hi, I'm James Sorensen. I'm Hayden Carlson. And I'm Alex Morton, and this is our 2015 Apathy Project on Energy Conservation. First, we would like you to watch this power tune. We asked people, 33 people, do you turn off lights when you leave a room? 6 said always, 14 said most of the time, 8 said sometimes, almost never said 4, and never said 1. Our second question was, have you ever seen a way to save energy but ignored it?
The results were 28 people ignored it and 5 people saved energy. We also surveyed kids on an easy way to save energy. 42% said turning off lights is an easy way to save energy, but only 18 always turn off lights when they leave the room.
We made an Instagram account, and for it we will post pictures of people saving energy to inspire others.
Our last idea is to make phone cases and stickers to encourage people to go out and save energy. We actually have one more idea, is windmills for batteries, so that you can put it in your backyard, and then when the wind blows, it'll charge your batteries so you can use them again.
Our hypothesis is that cleaner air will reduce the amount of sickness and health problems. If we save our energy, our taxes will go down, costing us less money. If we conserve our energy now, we will have a reserve source of energy in the future in case of an emergency. Thanks for listening. Now go save energy.
I'm interested in your, the windmill thing that you mentioned and the batteries. Is that something you found online in research, or is that your idea?
No, Alex thought of it on his own, and we thought it was a good idea.
Okay, so having some sort of windmill to recharge your batteries. I'm wondering, do you think that could be applied to other things besides just batteries?
Yeah, I could charge anything, basically.
Very cool. Thank you, gentlemen, and have a seat. Thank you very much.
Our subjects are going to follow my Emma, I'm Zana, and Leah is in favor. Our problem is that women are treated equal because of their gender. Women are more likely to graduate college, but still are less than men. On the first graph, it says, well, it means that after the bachelor year or higher, men are more than women. And after they graduate college, men are more than women after their age.
We asked a woman police officer some questions. Our first question was, can your workforce is male dominated or female dominated? Her response was, in the United Police Force, there's 5 females and 45 males, but in around in the United States, 10% of the police force are female. And our second question was, do you think that women police officers might be treated differently because of their gender? And she said in some situations, female officers might be treated differently.
Our first question was, we asked women
how much, like, have they ever been treated differently? And 1 out of 50 students said that they had been treated differently just because of them. And only 3 out of 50 don't think it's a problem in our society. And 5 out of 50 said that they think men are stronger.
Our campaign ideas, we would have different clothing items and water bottles.
Our second campaign idea would be to do seminars like on soil and teach men, I guess, and women that we're both equal and no gender is like more, like stronger. And some facts are telling a girl that she isn't good enough just because she's a girl is, well, she might punch you in the face, or she might like be mad or intimidated by you and not try as much stuff like sports. Thank you for listening.
Who would you say is your target audience?
Our target audience is men and women.
What age would you like to start targeting them to change their attitude?
What was that?
What age would you like to start targeting to change their attitudes?
Well, maybe around like 12.
I like that you interviewed a police officer about this issue. Why did you choose that particular person?
Because I kind of had an idea that in the Grand Police Force that would be male dominated, because I asked a police officer that works here, and he said that.
Okay. Thank you, ladies. Next up, we've got Frankie and William. Shayla and Kate and Sarah are next. And we're going to have council and Rachel about our money.
Hello. Hi, my name is Joe. I'm Will. I'm Frankie. And welcome to our Apathy project. Our project is on car pollution. All kinds of vehicles pollute, but our focus is on cars. They pollute throughout their use, like during manufacturing and during oil changes. A few ways to reduce car pollution are biking and running. You could always bike to places where you don't need to drive. It also helps you stay fit. We surveyed 26 kids on whether or not they cared about car pollution. The results were that only 46.2% cared about car pollution. That means 53.8% of people could care less. We can stop car pollution by making our gas prices higher. Yes, we know it's not what everyone wants, but it will help you. You'll breathe in healthier air and it will make you feel better too. In the past several years, gas prices have gone down a lot.
A couple years ago, it could have been $4 a gallon. Now it's like $1.50. That's helping car pollution, not stopping it. We have a cartoon for you to watch on car pollution.
These are our campaign ideas. We are thinking about putting posters around with pictures of our products on them.
If you know that there is a problem, do whatever you can decide. In this case, you'll want to start walking or riding your bike. It will help you and it will help the environment. Thanks for watching. If gas prices were higher, would you drive as much?
Thanks, guys. In your data, you said that there were people who didn't think that this was a problem, didn't care, I guess. Can you get a sense of why that is, why people don't really have an opinion and care about this?
Maybe because like they don't know how car pollution can damage and like how it affects like the area you live in, and so in the future it can affect like how healthy you are.
So it was not educated.
Thank you. I was gonna ask a question, I think it became very obvious at the end, so I don't know what I need to say. You showed the charts of gas prices. Can you explain, just so everyone in here understands, why do you think that higher gas prices would change car pollution?
I think that higher gas prices would change it because not as many people would want to drive as much and they want to save their gas so they don't have to waste their money. And by like probably not use their cars as much and make it more exercise.
Awesome, thanks guys.
Cake Peter's rich kid. How many of you have heard these phrases before? These are some stereotypes that people use to describe Edina.
These stereotypes are wrong. Hello, my name is Shaylin Boat.
My name is Kate Campion. My name is Sarah Rushy, and this is our Apathy Project 2015.
These are some of the biggest stereotypes in Edina. People in other towns can describe Edina with these words.
These are false. We are not saying there aren't any families in Edina that are rich, but not everybody in Edina has lots of money. Instead, people think we do.
People in other towns can only see the outside layer of Edina, which usually shows people who are rich and snotty.
But once you get to know the people living in Edina, they are some of the nicest people you will know. Our problem is that people stereotype Edina and judge Edina people before they meet them. This name calling happens in school and at sporting events. We gave a survey to 52 kids in Southern Middle School in the 7th grade to find out how many of them had been stereotyped. These were our predictions. 50% of the people we interviewed would care about what other students called them. In the other survey question, 90% would be called a rude name about Edina. Our first question was, have you ever been called a cake eater, rich kid, or any other name about Edina? 71% said yes, and 29% said no. The next question we asked was, have you ever been called these names by kids in other cities? 71% said yes, and 29% said no. After this, also, though the majority of the kids have been called these names from kids in other towns. We gave 21 Rosetta kids a survey about Edina, and these were their predictions. 50% called an Edina kid something rude, and in the other survey, 70% would know what a cake eater meant. Our first question from the Rosetta students was, have you ever called an Edina kid a cake eater or a rich kid? 24% said yes, and 76% said no. We also asked, do you know why you're called cake eater? 73% of Rosetta's kids said yes, and 27% said no. Most of the Rosetta kids we surveyed said they had not stereotyped Edina, and also didn't know why Edina kids were called these names. Here are some ways to put the word out about stereotyping. We have an Edina shirt that says, "Don't stereotype me," and a bracelet that says, "I'm an Edina hunter." One of our first ways to stop stereotyping is a video of Edina and what we have to offer. It can showcase our community and what we are as Edina Hornets. Another way to stop stereotypes about Edina is a community event to get everyone together. We can show that community and family are very important to us and that money doesn't change us. This includes you, too. We need to spread the word and show towns that we are not a community that can be stereotyped. We are all different in our own ways. These ways of getting our word out will affect our community in good ways. This will show other towns that we aren't the stereotypes that people say. We want everyone to know that we are proud to be Edina Hornets and that we shouldn't be stereotyped. Hopefully with these ways to show that Edina isn't these stereotypes, people in other cities will understand and think of us as in positive ways. We hope that in 1 year, towns around Edina will not use these stereotypes about Edina. Thank you for coming to our Apathy Project 2015. We really appreciate you coming. Help get the word out.
Thank you, ladies. You mentioned a video that you would come up with. Can you go into more detail about what we could see in a video?
We would kind of just talk about and show people how we aren't all the stereotypes that we say we are. We're so equal to other cities in Minnesota that it's kind of unfair that we're the ones that are bullied for it, I guess I could say. But we would show like how we all get along just the same as other cities and how we have friends from other cities and we don't just speak poorly of other people.
And how would you get that video to your target audience?
Well, we probably could send it to other people and just, I guess, show it to other people that we know that don't live in Edina.
My question was going to be about your community event. I'm wondering if that would include people from surrounding communities.
Yeah, because we could look and see that Edina is really about community and family, and want to show everyone else that we are about money, we're about community, family, and community.
Fantastic. Thank you, girls.
Hi, I'm Anza.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
Hi, I'm Maria.
The problem we have in Iran is prejudice based on appearance. By that, we mean judging someone without getting to know the person. This is one of the problems we have in Iran.
We took a survey and asked 37 students and teachers our questions. Our first question we asked was, would you rather be friends with a person who wears trendy brands of clothing or who doesn't care about trends? 24% of the students said they would rather have friends who wear trendy brands of clothing, and 76% said they would not.
Another question we asked people is, do you see people giving each other dirty looks in the hallway? We had 73.9% say yes, what they have, and 26.1% no, they have not seen so.
For the next survey, we asked people if you've ever been judged on your appearance. 82.4% of people said yes, they have, and 17.6% said no.
Our hypothesis is that if you compliment at least 2 people a day, the school will be more vibrant and no time.
Well, for our campaign, we're going to have some shirts. On the back, it says, I love me for who I am, not for who you want me to be. And it says, I love my style, because, like, don't judge. It's the same thing for the boys' shirts, it's just they have 2 hearts on the back for some reason.
Another one of our campaigns is social media sites such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and
Our long-term change is to help earn respect for you and those around you.
our conclusion is that by giving two people compliment, it will lead to a better reputation in Ghana. It also makes students feel better going to school every day.
These are some brands we see around school.
Show pride.
So glad.
You represent Edina.
I saw you had some social media things up there. How would you use those social media outlets for your campaign?
We've talked about like things we heard people say to each other that day, and like we explain why we should say those things to people.
So posting bad things you heard, or posting the compliments that you're asking people to do? I wasn't clear.
Both.
Both, so the good and the bad. Good, thank you very much. All right, folks, we're going to give you a little break to greet your stakeholders. Parents, thank you for coming. And in about 3 or 4 minutes, we'll sit down and we'll talk about the project.
Thank you, awesome.
Yes, because they just said, yeah, go. Oh, I know what that.
It's a live broadcast. There's only one person watching. Good.